practicing before this court in the near future. Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Davila. Thank you, downtown. We're good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to the annex. And I think we just have Mr. Regalado. Regaldo.
Regaldo. I think it's Regaldo, Judge.
I know.
I was thinking it was Regalado but no,
Well, it's Regalado on the plea papers and it's Regaldo on the docket. So let me just double check. So we did have both plea papers. So let me just make sure I have my notes correctly. And annex, if we could get Mr. Regalado, Reglado, or Regaldo, don't know. Let's find out. 1244A. And one is offense, unauthorized use of a vehicle. I have that one. Oh, I did write it in. I wrote it in on my notes. Sir, would you state your name, please?
Bernardo Regaldo Dominguez.
Can you spell your last name?
Regaldo.
Okay, Regaldo. Okay. All righty. Sorry, we had some confusion, Mr. Regaldo, on your name. All righty. Is everybody ready? I have both plea papers. Ms. King, do you have both cases ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Calling cause numbers 2022-0D00299 and 2022-0D00300. State of Texas versus Bernardo Regaldo Dominguez. May I have announcements, please?
Roa King for the state of Texas.
And Myrna Pages for Mr. Bernardo Regaldo Dominguez. Ready, Your Honor.
And sir, we are scheduled for a plea in both of your cases today. I'm going to be asking you questions, so I need to swear you in. Would you raise your right hand, please? Sir, do you swear or affirm that any testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth? I need a verbal response. Could you speak your answer?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I need to have verbal responses. You can put your hand down, sir, and I can tell you, I'm going to mess up, Mr. Regaldo, that we have had some audio issues today. Okay, so if we can have an agreement, if at some point you don't hear either me or the attorneys and you need us to repeat something, I'm going to rely on you to tell me, okay?
Okay.
And I also need you to keep your voice volume up so we can hear you. Okay, so sir, state your name and date of birth for the record.
Bernardo Regaldo Dominguez. August
did-
17, 1999.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. As I mentioned, set for pleas, I'm going to be asking you about documents, the first of which are marked as State's Exhibit number one for each case. Those are the plea papers. Within that document, you're guaranteed certain rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to trial by jury, the right to counsel, the right to confront and cross-examine witnesses, and the right to call witnesses on your behalf and in your defense. Mr. Regaldo, do you recall reviewing State's Exhibit number 1 with your attorney and signing those documents?
Yes.
Did you understand everything contained within the documents?
Yes.
Ms. Pages, have you had more than 10 days to prepare defenses in each of these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you explain the plea papers to your client?
I did, Judge.
Do you believe he has understood the admonishments, rights, and consequences of giving up these rights by entering his plea today? His plea?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Regaldo, are you satisfied with your attorney's representation of you?
Yes.
And Ms. Pages, do you have any reason to believe your client is not presently competent to enter his pleas?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Regaldo, have you ever been found incompetent by any court?
No.
Ever been examined by a doctor or psychiatrist who has found you mentally ill?
No.
Based on your testimony, your attorney's representations, and my observations of you, I'm going to find that you are competent to enter your pleas. Sir, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where were you born?
I was born in Greeley, Colorado.
Okay, so in cause number 2022-0D00299, you're charged with the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle. To that charge, sir, what is your plea? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Oh, and it looks like in cause number 2022-0D00300, it's the same charge, unauthorized use of a vehicle. What is your plea?
Guilty.
Are you making each of your pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will find that you are making your pleas freely and voluntarily. Ms. King, would you summarize the evidence, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Were the state to proceed to trial on the indictment, the state would have proven each and every element and offense charged, the unauthorized use of vehicle in cause number 2022-0D00299 and 2022-0D00300. Judge, beyond a reasonable doubt, Judge, the defendant is pleading to 1244A of 121 days confinement to run concurrent for both cause numbers and other terms and conditions stated on the state's plea paperwork. And at this time, the state moves to admit Exhibit 1 as the state's plea paperwork, Exhibit 2, Article 3914 disclosure, and Exhibit 3 as the indictment.
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection, states 1, 2, and 3 is admitted into each case. And Ms. Pages, was that your understanding of the plea agreement?
That is correct, Judge.
And Mr. Regaldo, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand that the plea agreement is not binding on the court. However, if I were to reject it, I would allow you to withdraw your pleas. If I follow the plea agreement, you may not appeal these cases except on matters raised by written motion and ruled on before trial or by permission of the court. The next document I'm going to ask you about is the one-page document entitled The Trial Court Certification of Your Right to Appeal. It is a document that explains your appeal rights because these are plea bargained or negotiated cases. You do not have an automatic right of appeal. Mr. Regaldo, do you recall reviewing the trial court certification with your attorney and signing that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
They were signed by your attorney and signed by the court as well. So on your pleas of guilty and the evidence introduced, I will accept your pleas and at this time find the evidence substantiates your guilt. In cause number 2022-0D00299, I will find you guilty of the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle. And in cause number 2022-0D00300, find you guilty of the same offense, unauthorized use of a vehicle. I will sentence you according to the plea agreement and in accordance with 1244A of the Texas Penal Code to 121 days confinement in the El Paso County Detention Facility. Those sentences will run concurrent with one another and you will receive credit for any and all time that you have served. Is there anything further, Ms. King or Ms. Pages?
Nothing further from the State, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Regaldo. Don't come back.
Thank you.